Hello, good afternoon. It's Gary Champion, psychic medium, once again. It seems that our country's sort of getting its sense of humor back again. And I just heard that. It seems like people are, even in a sense, making fun of someone that maybe we shouldn't be making fun of. Someone who's probably mentally ill, someone who has a bad heart and high cholesterol and all these other things. And his mind sort of lapses behind what's really going on. I think he hears things and he speaks without having time to digest what it is that he's heard and says things that are often just dumb. And but in some ways, making fun of this person sort of relieves the tension that we've had for so long. Big Bad Wolf, he just mostly huffs and puffs. He didn't have any teeth. Everything he swears he's going to get even with you, it doesn't seem to work out for him. Why? Because, like I said months ago, the legislative checks and balances we have in place will prevent him from doing it. He might temporarily do it, but the Constitution's pretty clear on limiting powers. That's why we have those. Why George Washington only served one term, because he didn't want to become king, which would have been what we fought against during the Revolutionary War. I bet there's a bunch of you out there that have relatives who, and people who created the Revolutionary War were not in the majority. I think they were in the minority. More British subjects on this soil than, and Americans who were born here who were loyal to the crown for a variety of reasons: money, loyalty, the crown, the way they were raised. But it wasn't assured we were going to win that one. It looked pretty bad. But George got it right. He said, let me run once and get out of here before things get too single minded. There's a lot of humor going on in the country, and it's a good thing. National television shows are making jokes about things they 6 months ago were afraid to do. We've come out of our cave. We've started to have fun again. After 911, there wasn't any humor at all. And humor is something we sorely need during bad times. And at some point, it was okay. I think Saturday Night Live started making fun of things again. As a nation, we need our sense of humor probably as much as anything. Probably as much as anything. And our sense of identity, which we're sort of struggling with right now. The meanies have been beating up on a lot of people I like. I don't know why they insist on beating up on them, but it's kind of coming to an end because there's no teeth in that wolf. That wolf has discovered that there are constitutional limits to what can be done. So you can yell about something, but you know you can tweet storm about it, but people aren't listening anymore. Which I'm not sure that it's a good thing, but it seems to be where we are right now. And us as a nation, seem to be kind of pulling things together. Um, Comparisons are being made to the past history that's almost identical to this because history repeats itself. And people are forever wanting to take power from anybody they can and deregulate this and deregulate that. Why? Because it's about money. The person I'm referring to doesn't have any interest in running the country. He never did. It was about getting his name on TV for 15 minutes of fame. And then he won. And then he didn't know what to do. And the turmoil we're in right now is a result of that. He's fired more people than live in my town. Or they've quit and now they won't even take appointments. But I think there's something mentally ill there. I don't think this person's in the right mind because that's kind of what I'm hearing. And it never really has been. Someone's saying he's been protected his whole life in his unusualness, let's call it. And it's been taught to just say what you want to say and people will follow you. I don't know what this person's going to do the rest of their life, but I'm sure this person will get on, kick ass in some other way. But as a nation, we need to pull together, and this person seems to be holding us back. When we pull together, nothing can stop us. When we're divided, anything can stop us. So, sense of humor. Try and have a sense of humor about things, because we're going to look back on this in 6 months, 8 months, and see how silly it was. That history's not being rewritten, believe me. This is historically repetitive. It's happened over and over and over in many countries and many times. The sense of entitlement, this I'm better than you. Listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. Humor does not live in this person, but I think there is something a little screw loose or two. And he was raised sort of that way and allowed to do things that he shouldn't have been allowed to do, which is why he's the way he is. So you feel sorry for him. I don't think anybody does, but the time has come for us to have some humor about the whole mess. Just my opinion, but if you can laugh at something, you can definitely get through it. You can survive it. You can understand it better. Put everything in perspective with humor. Sky's not falling. We'll be fine. We're Americans. We'll pull together. We'll get things done the way we always have. Good people will rise to the top, as they always do. The angry people will eventually have to go someplace else. You can't be angry that long. At how many people? For what reason? People you don't even know. So congratulations, America. Sense of humor is back. Things are getting silly again. Not so serious. We have great people in the military taking care of things. We have people watching things. We have constitutional restraints. Your machine's running along pretty good and you throw a wrench in it and it starts coughing and spitting. All you have to do is pull the wrench out. Get rid of the wrench, the machine runs fine again. Living in America is not perfect. It's always some kind of up and down thing. It sways this way, it goes too far this way, and then it sways this way, then it goes this way. Have a sense of humor. Love every day. Love yourself. Take care of yourselves out there. Life is going to be different coming up pretty soon. We're going to see a little dip in the economy. And hold on to your hats. But again, we're Americans. We'll pull through it. We've seen this before. This is not any great new thing. We'll survive. We'll move on. We'll re-educate. We'll relocate. But with a sense of humor, we'll be all right. Thanks for watching. No fear, no regret, no anger. Bye.